Good morning. I was reading a magazine article, and it was very interesting about slowing the aging process. I mean, we can't stop it totally, but we'd at least like to be healthy during this time and know if there are things that we can do, simple things that we could gradually work into our lifestyle that would help us to be healthier as we age and to slow the darn thing down. Well, we don't want to age. We don't, but it happens. But the title of this was called A Perfect Day of Not Aging. And they had a few points here. I just thought I'd share them if you're interested. I found it interesting. And it's titled, As We've Seen, Every Individual, indeed every individual body part, ages at a distinct rate. But there are things you can do that may slow aging or, at the very least, foster healthy aging. Here's what a day without aging might look like. Who knows? Maybe you'll wake up tomorrow the same age as you are today. Okay, number one, and share with me if you already do some of these things. Wake up between 6 and 8 a.m. It's generally that hour is in sync with your body's circadian rhythm, its natural rhythm, which is the internal clock that regulates your sleep and wakefulness. The American Academy of Sleep and Medicine recommends that you wake up no less than 7 and no more than 8 hours after you went to bed. So they want you to get no less than 7 hours and no more than 9 hours of sleep. I think I'm okay in that area. Morning walk. Be sure to get some sunlight in the morning. Now, if we live in an area where it's cold, it's not always possible. But I guess if you can, try to walk in the morning, which helps your body produce vitamin D that slows the aging process. I do take vitamin D supplement, and I've noticed that all doctors seem to have caught on to that and realize we really need it. They all seem to agree on that. Make it a habit of walking the dog or doing light chores outside. How would you do that? First thing in the morning, before the demands of the day trap you in your house, car, or office. It's true. Some of these things we need to do early because as the day goes on, you do get trapped into things you start doing around the house. Breakfast. Start with a protein smoothie with mixed fruit. A high-protein breakfast is critical for maintaining muscle mass as we age. It's very important to have the muscle mass. According to numerous studies, research shows that getting 25 to 30 grams of protein in the morning is effective in preventing age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. I don't want sarcopenia. It sounds horrible. Meditation. Any calming activity, such as prayer, can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline. By activating the prefrontal cortex, an area of the brain that is diminished in those with cognitive difficulties. A study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that just 12 minutes of meditation daily could make a difference. So I think dementia, they're saying, starts in this frontal part of the brain. And prayer, meditating on God's word, about 12 minutes a day can help you from falling into that horrible Alzheimer's disease. Lunch. Have a mixed salad with salmon, a Mediterranean-style diet that is abundant in fruits and vegetables and omega-3 rich fish, such as salmon, can reduce inflammation, a culprit in biological aging. Inflammation seems to be the thing in all diseases. If we can get rid of the inflammation. You know, I just read, I've been concerned about taking statin drugs, and I take CoQ10 with always, but I didn't know that statin drugs also reduce inflammation in the body. That was interesting. So that's one good thing, at least, right? And then, excuse me, the baby aspirin that I'm supposed to take every evening, that also reduces it. Okay, according to a review of studies in the journal Nutrients, eating a wide array of plant foods boosts the microbiome, the master controller of gut inflammation. I think that might be, if you know, down where a lot of the inflammation starts, is in the gut. Very important what goes on in there. Hate that word gut. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. Okay. Exercise. Afternoon exercise. This is interesting. Afternoon exercise may reduce the risk of premature death even more than morning or evening workouts. According to a study of more than 90,000 men and women published last year in Nature Communications, walk briskly for 30 minutes or get some kind of cardio exercise at least 5 days a week, and use weights on the other 2 days. Now, I do have that treadmill that Mr. Bill bought me, and I'll put a link for it, but I've been kind of neglecting it because I've been like busy doing other things that already gave me a lot of exercise. But yeah, I was doing so good. I got to get back to doing that at least 5 days a week. And that was interesting that they're saying in the afternoon, because I was a lot of times, most of the time, do it in the morning. All right. Socialize. Maintaining social connections is one of the pillars of anti-aging, according to several studies. Social isolation in older people can increase the risk of dementia by about 30%. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, try to get out of the house and socialize with people. According to researchers at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine and the Bloomberg School of Public Health. Dinner. This is kind of weird what it says here. Dinner. Dine on vegetable tacos with brown rice and beans. Eating during an 8 to 12 hour window of the day and fasting for the remaining 12 to 16 hours. Well, I was doing that before, and I need to get back on that. I think I was not eating till 10 a.m. in the morning. No matter what time I got up, I didn't start eating till 10. And then after 7, I didn't eat anything, because the time you're sleeping is a fasting period too. Because it says including sleep time has been shown to have numerous advantages associated with longevity, living longer, and decreased incidence of diseases, including cancers. Lean heavily on vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains, and beans. Then close the kitchen until morning. And last of all, bedtime. A UK study found that going to bed between 10 and 11, isn't that interesting? May reduce heart disease risk. Wow. I've been going to bed too early, especially in women. Other research indicates that deep sleep, which occurs from the hours of 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., represents the optimal time for the brain to clear out debris. That's why I'm having those stupid dreams, right? It's clearing out debris and recognize itself, reducing one's risk of Alzheimer's disease. Wow. I just thought that was very interesting. So we should go to bed between 10 and 11. And we should dream and get rid of all those debris in our head. Well, I don't know. They did some big studies on all this stuff. And I know we're probably not going to do all of them all the time, but it gives us, a goal. So let's try to live longer. And it isn't just living long, it's being healthy. So Mr. Bill and I are going to head to church, but I thought I'd just do this little video before. And I may just come home and add a little bit of something to it at the end. So don't stop here. I know I do have one of the deer out here. I think there are 9 deer out in the yard. It was so pretty. And off in a distance, the sun was hitting and it was all orange. It was so pretty. Okay, folks. Love all of you. God bless you. Have a blessed Sunday and a wonderful week. Bye now. Love all of you. I think there's about 7, 1, 2, 3, 7 of them, yeah. And they're getting darker, the deer are.
But what's their names walking their dog over here? That's why they're
Oh, they're looking at the dogs.
Randy and Jones.
That's sun out
and
there.
Mark.
The sun shining on the leaves on the hill. Isn't that beautiful? I always know when the deer are here because Millie lets me know. Yeah, she always barks. I was trying to get this deer. He was right looking in our kitchen window. He's a buck. They don't usually come out like this. But yeah, that's Mr. Bill talking to his sister on the phone. But he was in our bird feeder. But his beautiful face, he was looking right up in the window at us. Wish I could have got it. You can't always have your phone.
Sandy's taking a video. I guess he stopped over there somewhere. And we're in our sunroom now. Oh yeah. And she's got some good video.
Not really. I couldn't get any close-ups of him.
Really?